again to our kitchen. Today we're gonna be making chicken biryani, and we're gonna be using basmati rice, 2 large onions, 2 large carrots, 2 large tomatoes, 1 green pepper or red pepper or yellow pepper, 2 cans of tomato paste, 5 cups of potatoes, and you can always use 2 or 3 cups. I just cut up everything because I didn't want to leave anything sitting around, so you can always use 2 cups or 3 cups is the best. And then here I do have ready to go buffalo style hot wings from Tyson, and that's why I just don't like dealing with fresh chicken. For my dry ingredients, I do have I will be using paprika, cayenne pepper, black pepper, cilantro, cumin, ginger, and turmeric, and all of these are listed in that order. Again, paprika, cayenne pepper, black pepper, cilantro, cumin, ground ginger, turmeric, and of course I'm gonna be using salt and water. Stay put and hang on. Thank you so much for your time. Bye bye. So the first step here is to soak the basmati rice in water, and you just want to let it sit for about 10 to 30 minutes. And the reason you're soaking up the basmati is you want it to be fluffy when it's done and ready to cook. So I'm just gonna let that sit around and dump out all the water before I cook it. Alright, so the second step here is to deep fry the potatoes, and I just have a little bit of oil in there. Currently it's at high. Before I dump all the potatoes in there, I just want to make sure it's the heat is at low so I don't end up burning myself. And I'm just gonna be doing this step here, like I mentioned before, to get the potatoes crunchy, so that when they're ready to be eaten, they're gonna be crunchy and just yummy like that. So and I do this while I wait for all my rice to soak up, while I chop all my vegetables. I get things ready here in style like that. Yeah. So I might have to do all the potatoes. Like I mentioned before, you want to use about 2.5 cups of potatoes, but because I had a little bit of extra and I didn't want it sitting around, I just decided to use up all the potatoes. So I'm just gonna deep fry like that until golden brown. So it can be 10 minutes or so, just until everything is golden brown. So while that is frying up, I am going to chop my fresh vegetables. So now I'm ready to work with my fresh ingredients. I'm gonna chop them up and get them ready while my rice is soaking up here and my potatoes is deep frying over there. Okay, stay up. So now it's time to chop up all the vegetables, and I always start with the least irritating vegetables. That is the red pepper or green pepper or whatever kind of pepper you have. If you end up starting with onions, you might cry and you don't want to deal with that eye irritation from the onion juice. So I will always start with sweet old red pepper. Chop everything up and set it up aside in a bowl. And this is just how I do it. You want really small pieces, just to decorate the food. spicy tomato. And also don't worry about the sizes of these because I'm gonna be crunching these up into very small sizes. I just want this for color. This will all be blended into the rice. So don't worry about the big sizes. You're gonna see in a little bit. Our potatoes is ready. It came out really, really good. I love that nice golden brown color. All ready. So I just have to remove that from the hot cooking oil. That is ready to go. That was super nice. At this point in time here, please tell me what you think about the golden brown. I think it looks really yummy. It actually smells really yummy. We're gonna make our modified chicken chicken biryani with chili style hot wings right here. Oh, that one burnt up. There you go, and the other one burnt up too. Alright. So without further ado, I'm gonna cut up the big onion. This is the one that's gonna go to the deep fryer. I'm gonna make this one crispy. I don't know if you can see me. When I cut up all the onions, I do it as fast as possible because I'm not friends with onions. Yeah, I don't like how they make my eyes feel like. Trying to make the onion give it a little bit of color, golden brown. And this is the onion that I'm gonna be using to garnish my chicken biryani. I'm just gonna fry these two until it becomes golden brown. Just a few minutes. Just gonna remove everything and set it aside here. So when I'm ready to start frying the biryani. Get everything out of here. Yeah, so I'm chopping up the remaining onion. Remember the smaller onion? This is gonna go to the sauce. And together with the gonna go to the blender. So I just wanna chop everything up here into fine particles, the size of rice, so that it can be nice and even and blend into the rice evenly. Okay, and I'm gonna use the medium button. Okay, for about less than 10 seconds. Let's see how this came out. Maybe a little bit more. That's enough. So that's gonna blend really well into the rice, and that's how I get all the color in my fried rice. So look at that. All right, so now we're ready to portion all the dry ingredients, and I will be showing you one by one. That is turmeric. I'm gonna be using 1 teaspoonfuls. I don't know if you can see this, kijiko kimoja kidogo. So I'm gonna be getting it that way, and then 1 teaspoonfuls, another teaspoonful of this is cayenne pepper. Sorry for the bad lighting. Let's see, black pepper, and then another teaspoonfuls of black pepper. And then this is organic ginger. I'm just gonna get a generous amount of this. I would get 2 portions of that because we want all the ginger flavor, like that. So that's ginger. I will get good portions of paprika too, because that is what we use for color. So 1, 2, so 3. And that is just equivalent to 1 tablespoonful. 3 of these is equivalent to 1 tablespoonful. Alright, for cilantro, I'm gonna be getting a generous amount of this. I'm gonna put that there. And that is just for flavor. We're gonna get a small amount of cumin. That is one teaspoonfuls. And since it doesn't open, I'm just gonna get it out like that. Alright. Looks like we are ready to party. So all my ingredients for my biryani is sitting here. Nice. We're ready to get some flavors. Still on there, thank you so much for holding on. We are on the final leg here, the final step of making our chicken biryani. I do have a 1/3 cup of olive oil, and I'm just gonna dump it there. If you look at it from the bigger scheme of everything, it's not a lot of oil, just a little bit, just enough to coat the pan. It's not actually a lot. And then I would turn on my stove, get the oil, get keep the oil warm, and then I'm just gonna put all the my carrot spices, my tomatoes, my onions, and everything, and just blend everything in one pot and be done. So thank you so much for hanging on. We are going. Yeah, you know.
Let me see. Bear with me here. I'll just start with that. Get that going. Then from here, I'm just gonna put all my ingredients. This one will go next, and that is the roasted garlic tomato paste. I'm just gonna throw everything in at this time. I'm just gonna put a lot of tomato paste. The redder the better. The more red the better. So my paste is adding up, cooking up here. Now you notice why I deep fry the onions before I did all of this, because I just knew that I was not gonna get any crunchiness out of my onion with all these carrots, tomato paste, and everything wet in there. So I do have my crunchy onions right here, so we don't have to worry about not getting anything crunchy. Everything is already. This is all for soup. This is all for sauce. So we're just getting mixing everything up. I will go ahead and get all my spices in, and this is my concoction of all the spices. And again, if you're
And I'm ready to get everything in here. I hope I don't sneeze. If I sneeze, excuse me. And then I'm gonna be adding my fresh. I'm gonna be adding a little bit of my fresh. This is my fresh tomatoes, and that was two large tomatoes. They look like a lot. That was just 2 large tomatoes if you saw that at the beginning. I get everything with all the juice in there, with all the flavor. So now you can see all of this is gonna create a sauce for my rice. And because we have about 3 cups of dry rice, we're gonna be using about 6 cups of water. At this point in time, let me go get the water. I'm just gonna set the camera here. So, I found it. Let's see. So this is my 6 cup of water. It goes there right away. So that is my water for the stew, for the rice, for the pilau or chicken biryani. So we got everything in there, man. It looks so good. It looks so yummy. I don't know what else I can say. I think photos speak a lot for themselves. So I just get all the spices mixed up, and then get my chicken. And notice how I'm getting larger ingredients before I get the final smallest ingredients together. So my chicken wings is over there now, getting blended with the soup. Then I'm gonna put my fried onion there. Oh, drop. There you go. That's my blended fried onions. Get that for me, yes. I got my helper here. So you just want to make sure you get all the spices together in the liquidy or in the sauce or in the soup before you add. Let me get more water. The sauce is kind of thick, so I'm just gonna add more water, hot water. So guys, instead of 6 cups of water, I'm gonna add an extra 1 cup because the sauce is really thick. 200 and 350. Add 1 cup of water there, and then the final piece of, not the final but the semi-final. So I'll get all my rice in there in one go. See how that's gonna turn out to be. So everything is in the mixture now, the rice, everything. So we're just waiting for that to cook, and we're gonna call it a day. So while that cooks, I'm just gonna cover that for about 5 minutes before I add that. Remember the golden potatoes we fried? I'm gonna do that the last time, so I'm just gonna do that 5 minutes of that. Guys, look at that. Our food is almost ready. It's simmering on very low heat, and we're just gonna add the potatoes over like that. We're not gonna mix it up. Over like that, and just mix it like that. So our potatoes are in. Potatoes are in. Okay, I'm in a little bit. When that becomes ready, we're serving it with okra. Alright, hang on in there. So the 1 pot pilau, 1 pot rice mix is done. We are ready to serve and eat. Welcome and thank you for your time.